All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're talking about the Playground app. This isn't just another piece of software, it's a super important tool we use every single day. We're going to cover everything from the must do safety checks to how we build real connections with parents. So let's get into it.
So let me ask you a question. What do you think is your most important tool in the classroom? You might be thinking of things like books or art supplies, and yeah, those are important. But the real command center, the one thing that connects absolutely everything you do, is probably sitting right there on your classroom tablet. We are, of course, talking about the Playground app. You've really got to think of this app as your digital command center. It's so much more than just software. It's our number one tool for making sure every child is safe, for documenting all the important moments of their day, and for building that vital connection with our families. Knowing how to use it like a pro is absolutely key. Okay, so let's get practical. How does this actually work day to day? Well, everything revolves around four key tasks. You can think of these as the non-negotiables, the absolute foundation for a safe, smooth, and well-documented day for everyone. And the very first task is all about this number right here, 15. Every 15 minutes, and I mean without fail, you have to do a name-to-face count and log it right in the app. This is, hands down, our most important safety check. It's how we know exactly where every single child is at all times. So that name-to-face count is the first of what we call the daily four. Number two is keeping up with daily reports. That means logging every meal, every nap, every diaper change, and all the key activities. Third, you've got to post at least one photo of each child every single day. And last but not least, number four, keeping those attendance records perfectly accurate and up to date. These four things are your core responsibilities inside the app. Now, you might be wondering what happens if the app goes down or the Wi-Fi cuts out. Great question. Our safety standards don't change one bit. You immediately switch over to the paper name-to-face logs that are in your classroom. There's never, ever an excuse for not knowing where the children are. Okay, so we've covered all the internal tasks, but that's really only half the story. Now let's talk about how we use the app to connect with the outside world, specifically with our parents. And this isn't just about dumping information on them. It's about carefully building relationships, creating a community, and earning their trust, one message at a time. And that brings us to our guiding light for all parent communication. This quote says it all. Share positive things and something unique about each child. You see, the goal here is to make every parent feel like their child is truly seen, that they're special, and that they're having a wonderful day with us. Now, to make that happen, there's a very clear communication rulebook. These are the do's and don'ts for every single message and photo you send. And following these rules isn't just about being nice. It's about being a professional and protecting that trust we work so hard to build with parents. First up, the actual words you use in your messages. You absolutely should share those positive, unique observations. Talk about a new friendship you saw blossom, or a really cool tower they built, or how they helped a friend. But here's what you don't do. You never, ever share bad news through the app. Things like behavior issues or injury reports have to be delivered face-to-face. A text message has no tone, no context, and it can cause a parent a huge amount of anxiety, which instantly breaks trust. And that same exact idea applies to the photos you send. The goal is always to send pictures of happy, engaged kids. It gives parents this wonderful little peek into their child's day. On the flip side, you should never ever send a photo of a child who's crying or looks upset. For one, it protects that child's dignity. And two, it prevents a parent from feeling worried and helpless when they can't be there to comfort their child. You have to remember, when you send a message, you're not just speaking for yourself. You're a representative of the entire center. Every word you type reflects on all of us. That's why your professional voice has to be super consistent. It needs to be professional, it needs to be warm, and it has to be positive every single time. No exceptions. And that leads us to this final critical checkpoint. To make sure we're all on the same page and maintaining that quality, the director has to approve all written messages before you hit send. Now, this isn't about micromanaging you. It's a really important quality control step. It protects you, it protects the parents, and it protects the center's reputation. So when you step back and look at the big picture, you see this is about so much more than just tapping on an app. The way we use this tool, from how carefully we do our 15-minute counts to the warmth we put in our messages, it's a direct reflection of our professionalism and our commitment to being the best we can be. So I'll leave you with this final thought.
Every photo you post, every report you log, every single message you send, it's doing one of two things. It's either building trust with our families or it's breaking it. There really is no middle ground. With every tap of the screen, you're making a choice. So, which will it be?